Rocky. Do you remember that scene in Rocky when he's like in the pounding the ribs while he's anyway.
Yes.
All right, so you guys.
Everyone knows.
All right, it just came to me. Rocky. I love that series. Hey everybody, it's Thursday, so Facebook Live. It's a live cooking event. You know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna make ribs because you know why? We have a big holiday weekend coming up. Ribs are always part of it. Ribs, burgers, chicken, hot dogs, all that kind of stuff. It's always happening on these weekends, so I wanted to get ahead of it with you guys. But we're gonna do the ribs in the air fryer because they come out amazing, right? If you do them on your grill outside, they come out good. Put them in the oven, they come out good. But when you do them in the air fryer, you know, it surrounds it with all that superheated cyclonic air, sears it on the outside, and then it cooks it perfectly. So it's a great way to cook your ribs. And I'm telling you, you can actually fit a lot of ribs. Today I chose the PowerXL air fryer oven. I chose that one because it has multiple racks. So I could have done multiple ribs today. I could have done more than I did actually, which is kind of nice. Of course, it's got tons of presets. It's PowerXL, right? America's #1 air fryer. And we're America's #1 air fryer for a reason. We never stop innovating and we give you lots of power, 1700 watts of power. So let's get started on the recipe. Again, we're doing baby back ribs. So we're doing them with a blueberry sauce. I'm gonna get right to it. But first we're gonna make our rub because we always wanna dry rub the ribs. It's sort of something that I like to do and I love making my own dry rubs. So here's the first ingredient. We're adding a lot of salt because, you know, when you're dry rubbing things, you wanna salt it really well. A couple of tablespoons of salt. Guys, these recipes are online. Now I'm using smoky paprika. And if you watch a lot, which I know a lot of you are here every week, I saw Paula Baccia already. She was the first person on.
She was the first one today.
Okay, so you know I love smoky paprika. Now you can use sweet paprika if you want as well. Now we're gonna add some onion powder, garlic powder. And you know what, guys? Don't be afraid to make double, triple, quadruple of these rubs. Now,
Eric, don't tell everyone that just because you go crazy.
Well, you know, you can store it and then you don't have to make it again.
Eric makes 5 times the amount he needs to.
Well, you know what? When you grow up in North Jersey with an Italian mom, we would have pork chops for the 4 of us. There was only the 4 of us in my family. My mother would make 37 pork chops. You know why? Because she didn't have to make them again all week. So you know what we ate? We ate pork chops on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and finished them up on Friday, and maybe Saturday I'd throw one in my mouth. So that's why we did it. Anyway, it's good to make these rubs, make them a little bigger than you think. Now I'm adding cloves to this. These are ground cloves. This one, just be careful with the cloves. You want to do about just a half a teaspoon.
Strong.
Powerful, but so flavorful. And then I love dry mustard on rubs. So we're gonna do another half teaspoon to a teaspoon of that. And then we're gonna put a lot of pepper. Now, I'm not gonna bore you guys with my pepper mill, but I would probably do this for like a while. So it's good exercise. You know, you get your forearm going. All right, but we're gonna stop right there. Now we're gonna mix it. Look how pretty that is. You got the yellow mustard.
Ooh, I can smell the cloves over here.
The smoky paprika. Yeah, it smells so good. All right. So we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna go get my baby backs. You remember that? I think it was in Sing.
Baby back.
I want my baby back, back. Yeah. So I don't know. Every time I never thought of that before, but ever since that commercial, what's that for? Applebee's or something?
I really don't know.
I don't know. But they got their baby back ribs. So you want to put a lot of rub on here. So what I do is I just pour a ton of the rub on, and then I'm gonna put a glove on because you know. That's what you do now.
You're a gentleman.
Back in the day, I would have never put a glove on. All right. And then you want to rub it, and you want to rub it hard. You want to get that rub in there, so you don't want it to fall off. So we want to rub it very well. We want to rub all sides. All right. I'm not going to bore you guys, but we rub that in as well as we possibly can. Then what we do is we put them on the airflow racks of the PowerXL air fryer oven. Now, if you're using the egg shape, you know, the traditional style PowerXL, the Vortex style, just put them in the basket. You can actually fit just about a whole rack in there, believe it or not. And I'm going to show you these when they're done, but we're not done yet. So we're going to cook those. The recipe's online. What we're going to do next is we're going to make a blueberry barbecue sauce. Now, I did blueberry because I was thinking like, you know, Americana. We want to hit the last weekend of the summer running. So we're going to start this with fresh blueberries. So what do? This is a very simple sauce, so just stick with me. I take my blueberries, I pour them right into my pot. Yes, of course, it's a Copper Chef pot. Then I have my chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. This is like a small can. What is this, about 7 ounces? I just pour the whole thing in, you guys. Now.
Right there, that's something I never would have thought to do. Blueberries and chipotle.
The sweetness and the smokiness. And then there's a little bit of vinegar in here too.
Really good.
And then we're going to do a whole little jar. This is only what? This is about just under 10 ounces of blueberry jam. So we're not done yet, because remember I always tell you guys salty, sweet, and sour is really what wins you hearts. Because I say that because if you do salty, sweet, and sour in most of your dishes, when people eat it, they're going to realize how well balanced it was. Oh, I'm sorry, that was apple cider vinegar. Salty, sweet, sour.
Is that how you won my heart, Eric?
No, I
think it was.
I used trickery.
No, you used food.
And food.
At your restaurant.
That's it, you guys. You just literally put it on the stovetop, cook it for about 15 minutes. You want those blueberries to kind of burst, but you don't want to overcook it either. So just stop at about 15, 20 minutes, and then it can sit. You will have more sauce than you need for 1 rack. This is easily enough sauce for 2 racks, but don't be afraid to make more and freeze it. Label it, put it in a Ziploc, put it in your freezer, and then you'll have this blueberry barbecue sauce for whenever you want it. And trust me, when you taste it, you're gonna want to use it again. It's great on steak. It's great on any kind of meat that has fat in it. All right, let me just move this stuff over because we're almost ready for the big, we're almost ready for the big reveal.
My favorite part.
Is that your favorite part?
Yes, you know it. I'm always trying to rush you to get the reveal.
I know, because I talk too much. I know.
No, you don't. We love it.
Yes, I do. I know. I do. I do.
So I guess you just answered this question. Mary Anton said, can you make this sauce and then keep it?
Yeah, please do. You know, especially because it's got vinegar in there and the chipotle has vinegar in there. So it's going to keep. You can actually keep it in your fridge because it's cooked. Keep it in a covered container for at least 2 weeks. But you could freeze it, I mean, easily for 6 months, no problem.
Can I throw one more question in while we're at this
More
point?
questions, the better.
Pamela Schwainer said, do you take the membrane off the ribs?
You know what? You can buy them, like, pre-cleaned. It's interesting, you know, every supermarket sort of has their own way of doing it. These were very, very clean. I didn't have to do anything to them, but I would clean them, take the membrane. I would take as much fat off as you can. I like my ribs like that. A lot of people like them with the fat on it. You can use center cut ribs for these too, so don't worry about that. You can even use country pork spare ribs if you wanted to. So I like them cleaned as much as possible, so hope that answers your question.
It does.
Anybody else
Eric.
have a question? Vicky?
Uh-oh. My sister's here, guys.
Jesse's sister's here today.
But I promised her I wouldn't get her on
She doesn't want to be on film, but I said, do you want to ask me a question?
Okay, I'll ask.
All right, we'll leave her alone.
She's thinking of a question.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Oh, what is it?
I wanted to know, when you put the rub on the ribs, does the meat have to be cold or room temperature?
Oh, either way.
That's a
Usually
good
what I do is I always leave before I cook meat, I usually leave it out for about 15 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll rub it really well, and then I'll let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes at room temperature. Okay. So it's kind of both. All right, so guys, this is what the ribs look like when they're done.
Ooh, look at this.
And
I have to get in here first.
Yeah,
The
please
light.
do.
They look so cool.
Remember that you will always get great results with the air fryer, just because of the way it cooks, it surrounds the food with that superheated cyclonic air. And then I brushed the ribs, like the last 5 minutes of cooking, with some of the blueberry sauce, which we're going to put on in a second. And then the flavor profile of this is amazing because you have the fattiness of the ribs, you have the salty, sweet, and sour of the barbecue sauce, and then you also have all of those flavors, like those cloves, just subtly come through at the end. And it's really a flavor powerhouse.
We have kind of a general question that I think is probably appropriate right now.
Yeah.
Teresa Boswell said, what's the secret to getting really any red meat to come out tender? Is there a secret? A lot of people say their meat's always tough.
Yeah, it's so interesting to me. So I think, like, if you're cooking meats like steak, you want to cook it hard and fast to start. So with the air fryer, a lot of times what you'll do is just set it to 400 degrees, cook it for the first 5 minutes at 400 degrees, and then turn it down. I think sometimes people are afraid to cook it too hard. And don't be gentle. You know, you want to cook it hard and fast. Whether you're searing it and then you put it in a 400 degree oven, or you're doing it in the air fryer, do it hard and hot. All right, Jess, come in here. Because what I want to do is I want to show you what the ribs look like.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to cut one open. Sorry, here we go. And then I'm going to get out that barbecue sauce. Look at that. Now,
absolutely
did you
delectable.
get a shot of the barbecue sauce finished?
No, I don't think I
Yeah, look at this.
Ooh,
Look
oh
at
my
that.
goodness gracious. That looks unreal.
So I'm just
Looks
going to...
like something that would be great at a holiday. It's very festive, but like you said, sort of Americana.
Yeah, look at that. So you guys, trust me, the barbecue sauce is so good with any meat. It's great with pork chops. It's great with spare ribs, of course, steak, chicken. Don't be afraid to make extra. You'll want to have more.
More is more.
More is always more.
Right,
So that's it. So we did our dry rubbed barbecue baby back spare ribs in the PowerXL air fryer oven. We did them with blueberry barbecue sauce.
So we have a lot of people saying hello, especially
Oh, good.
Adam Melvin. He was super excited for the show today.
Oh,
because
why?
he had joined us last week and loved it. And
Oh.
I think he's now going to be a regular, I hope.
Thanks,
And he
Adam.
said this is next level ribs.
Next level. Thank you.
And we have Michelle Sequel saying, can't wait to make your blueberry sauce. Pamela Schwainer saying, this is delicious looking. Jillian
Thanks,
Beard
Pam.
from England.
Oh,
She's
hello,
late.
Jillian.
She's late, though.
Oh,
She
well.
said, I'm sorry I'm late. Tardy. Luwada Green said, wow.
Wow.
I guess that's a good endorsement.
Oh, I like that.
We have Fred Bristol from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I believe that's Minnesota. Now, it scrolled away from me. You know how that happens, Eric.
I know these comments, they scroll so fast,
I
you
know.
guys. That's why Jesse's like
Trying to keep up.
rushes them out.
Teresa Boswell from Panama City, Florida. Ooh, are you eating?
I am. I'm sorry, you guys.
It's okay. You're hungry.
I hope I don't have blueberry on my mouth.
No, you don't. Cheryl Prince from Park Falls, Wisconsin. We have Mary Tan coming in to say hi.
Hey,
And
Mary, where's Mary? Oh, you
Mary
probably.
Tan's here a lot, but
I know. Where's she
didn't
from
say where
today?
she's from. Maybe she'll tell us. We have April Carnegie from Arkansas. And
Hey, April.
someone's asking, let's see, Vanna Fleet said, will you please share this link for the recipes? I believe it'll be on
Absolutely. I knew
Okay,
it
you
was going
do.
to happen. Do I?
the close up on the blueberry sauce.
All right, sorry, you guys.
All right,
and you know what? Here,
All right, where's your trusty cloth?
There we go.
There
Is
we
that
go.
better?
Yes.
So it's messy, but it's worth it.
Yes.
And man, the spiciness in the ribs and the blueberry sauce, you know, even when you cook, even when you're a chef, you know, even when you want to make sure it tastes really good at the end.
Mary Tan's from Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. We have England. We have Toronto. Last week we had Ecuador.
I think Jack Kunkel just said, where is Popo?
Oh, Popo. You know, usually he comes out right at the top of the show. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Dee Dalton said, yummy, yummy for my tummy.
Hey,
She's
Dee.
from Racine, Wisconsin.
Oh, man, we got a lot of Wisconsin. We got Michigan.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Paula Baccia wants to know, can you make ribs in the pressure cooker?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know what's nice about ribs in the pressure cooker? They're more of the kind of fall off the bone ribs. You want to cook them at high pressure with about a cup of liquid for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And the more you want them to fall off the bone, just cook them for 30. If you like them a little more dense, like they are here in the air fryer, which is more of a dry rubbed kind of rib, then you want to cook them for about 10 minutes in the air fryer.
And we want to make a shout out to our YouTube watchers.
Oh, YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
Is that how you do it? What's up, YouTube? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the blueberry sauce, the ribs, and the dry rub. I hope that you guys will join me next week, next Thursday. What are we doing? I think it's Burger Week.
Ooh.
I think it might be National Burger Week or
Okay.
National Burger Day. So I hope you guys are there. I'll see you then. Thursday, 4 o'clock. Bye.